Course in Miracles, text, chapter 1, verse 29. Miracles praise God through you. They praise Him by honoring His creations, affirming their perfection. They heal because they deny body identification and affirm spirit identification. Did you read that one already?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one we did.
We did that one, okay.
Yeah.
30. That's okay. 30. By recognizing spirit, miracles adjust the levels of perception and show them in proper alignment. This places spirit at the center where it can communicate directly. And so this is another good definition of the miracle itself. To recognize spirit. Because then what happens is the miracle adjusts the levels of perception and shows proper alignment. So we are always putting things in alignment, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that's our perception. We're aligning it so that we can perceive, right? We want to put it into focus. We want it to make sense. So we're looking at things. It's like you're blinking. You get up in the morning. It's blurry. You're blinking. What am I looking at? Oh, okay. Now I know. So that process itself is looking at life. But we can use that. We can re-blink. We can re-look at it and reorient every time something bothers us. So that's the trigger. Something's bothering me. I'm not happy. I'm not in peace. It's a miracle in itself to remember when you're bothered or something's not working. That's a miracle. And then it's also a miracle to release my preconceived idea about how that thing should bother me. My boss is not paying me enough. Okay. Well, how is that affecting my life? Well, if I live in that idea of my boss is not paying me enough, then everything I do can be miserable, right? I don't want to do what I'm doing. I start to maybe even do the minimum instead of doing a great job. I'm doing the minimum, and then I'm out of there because I'm fed up with this crap.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of cranky at work.
Sure.
And then I'd like to say it's not a true story. It's not a true story.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Or I can be like, well, you know what? I do what I do because it's what I do. And it feels good to do things excellently. It feels good to me to figure things out. Is it possible that I could be paid more doing something else or even the same exact thing somewhere else? I think it's possible. Would it be valuable for me to still figure out how to do what I'm doing to the highest potential anyway, to be like completely excellent, to learn how to double our income or double our production or double or like fine tune our quality right here? Would that be valuable even if I didn't get paid more? I think it would. Even if my boss got all the money, would it be valuable? It would be valuable because now I would know I actually enjoy it more. And all the while, even if I was trying to make more money, I'm setting myself up to be able to get another job somewhere else even more.
Sure.
And so it's like same exact job, same exact situation, but if I could release these preconceived ideas, these judgments that don't serve me, they're right in the same world. There's a better life right here.
Yeah. I think of a situation that happened last night with our oldest daughter who's having some friend issues, and they came and like attacked her and like, why aren't you hanging out with us and inviting us like this?
Oh no.
And
Girl drama.
Yeah, and she kind of like met them with that same. Well, first she apologized, and then she kind of met them with that same response, like, why are you being a bad friend? And she didn't respond in that way, but she was kind of venting to me and her dad. And then, obviously, we all go down that path like, oh, they're bad. Long story short, I think, being in this book reminds me to recognize spirit and like, okay, wait, hold on, stop. Like you're saying, like not focusing on the bad job or not getting paid enough, but maybe instead of saying like, I'm mad at you or I'm angry because like, I was like, well, they came to you and said you're being a bad friend, but wanting to hang out with you more, not realizing that calling you a bad friend isn't going to make you want to hang out with them more. And so, next year you're going into 8th grade, you're going to be hanging out with these girls, you're not going to be able to get away from them. So we need to, make it so that maybe there is a possibility you hang out with them again. So let's meet them like with spirit, with love, and like say something, nice. And so I woke up at 3 a.m. and put a message together. Where
did I get this?
And then ran it through ChatGPT and said,
excellent.
Make it sound like a 10-year-old wrote
We
this.
love chat. Yeah. That's so amazing.
And and I think like it was cool to reread it, rewrite it, and kind of allow us all to kind of meet in the middle with love, like, hey, this isn't what we want.
Yeah.
We want to like be friends and we want to hang out.
Yeah. That's a good thing. And that's as far as like get your goal. Remember there's the levels of I want to get my goal still. And then if I can develop the personality, great. If I want to release it all, even better, right? Those are all different levels though. And at a very minimum, what's my goal if I'm your daughter? Well, she wants to have friends, have fun, right? So it's nice to ask for what you want and be like, the leader of kid groups at that age, they're usually just really confident. They have some sort of internal thing where they just are like super confident and they're the ones that'll dominate. And sometimes that confidence is not real confidence. It's more like a reaction to their own home life or whatever, right? Maybe it's a home life and they just learn to be really forward and rough and aggressive and they come to school and they're like that and other kids don't know what to do with it and they're not necessarily happy, but they just have this personality trait that their kids are like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So asking for what you want at a very minimum, just ask for what you want. But personality development, I take it a step further. You can be non-resistive. Don't resist people's resistance. Like, hey, I do want to hang out, but I don't like when you call me names. Well, you're a poo-poo face. It's like, wow, hurtful. It's like, okay, well, when you want to play, let me know. But I don't like the name calling, and you just kind of move on. It's like, and not resist back. That alone is difficult for adults still. 20 years later, we still have that problem of don't resist people's resistance. But then we got the real world. So this verse, for example, recognizing spirit. Miracles adjust the levels of perception and show them in proper alignment. So am I recognizing personality or am I recognizing spirit? Because spirit sees spirit. Jesus looked out at the deformed outcast and didn't see the filth that the rest of the world saw. He saw spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit sees spirit and love sees love. And is that a part of each of us? Of course. It's the thing that's running the machine.
Yeah.
And so can we see that? Be like, wow, it's beautiful. This expression of God is so unique.
Yeah.
You're like, that expression is an asshole. Well, no. Well, yeah, it's a unique asshole expression, and we love it so much.
You say it like that. Sounds amazing.
It's so amazing. But can you start to practice that? Yeah, you can. You can start to practice it. It doesn't mean you have to feel it right away, but just increasing the awareness of the game that we're playing, it makes it so that you're not stuck in it. You're playing the game. Start to play the game, adding awareness. It's like I'm playing this separation game, and I know I'm playing it. That's way better than I am angry. Like this declaration of that's what I am. I am frustrated. I am stuck. I am whatever. All these things that we declare in our life with all these spells, that's you spell a word, right? Well, the root of that whole predicament is we're using these words and binding us into these experiences through declaration, casting a spell. It's the same thing. It is. That's what that is.
It is really cool.
She's alive. She's alive. She's it.
I'm listening. Um, the I am noticing like with the help of the text and everything. I think I am starting to see what you mean. And kind of like learning to recognize the polarity, like the opposite, like oh my um thank you for being the asshole. That I okay,
Yeah.
that's what that's like. Huh. That's probably how I was all those like those years ago or like that one time or
Mm-hmm.
whatever and then
Mm-hmm.
oh what a cool reflection and like
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's within me. At least, even if you don't remember ever being it, that potential is within you. All the potential is within you.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
You're like, well, okay, I see you, and then you could actually use that conversely, all the accusations that people could ever give you. You're the asshole.
right
You're
right
you're the horrible rapist, murderer. You're like, wow,
Jeez.
wow, okay. Well, let's see where that can exist in me. Can I imagine that version of me? It's an expression of humanity. It's in there somewhere. Wow, I never. Thanks for bringing that up. I never thought that would be something that people would see. Wow,
Mm.
wow, thank you. You know, this has really expanded my perception of what's possible. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and that could always be your reaction.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that though when you have history. Like fighting with your spouse, or if I'm fighting with my kids, or I'm fighting with my boss, or whatever it is. Like, because what we're doing is we're bringing uh, a historical pain, and we're making it into a condensed version right in this moment, and it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelming. I can't. And so, how do you let the years and decades or whatever of pain go? There's no simple way except for awareness. Like, wow, okay, I realize that this is difficult for me. I'm holding on to years of pain. I'm not seeing spirit. I'm seeing this. I have this pain. I have this anger. You can even start like talking yourself off the ledge. I do it all the time. I have this pain. I have this anger. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to engage right now. I'm going to walk into the alley and walk in circles. Have a good day. But you're doing that a little bit, right? I'm not going to answer you right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question. Carry on with your life.
I'm doing that.
The answer is no for now, by the way.
Yeah, I'm my kids. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Non-reaction to the offender is a beautiful thing, because a reaction to the offender is an offense to the offender.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm just casually saying something to this other person that's attacking me. The experience when it's to the other person is attack, even though you think, well, I just responded.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? And then they're like, well, there she goes again,
Yeah.
attacking me. Of course I'm going to attack. And it's just like this,
That's what we do.
this
Yes.
round and around on gas
Yeah.
explosion.
Jared and I had a habit of doing that until we met with you
It's yeah, and
in your services.
and
Yeah,
nonverbal communication it carries most of people's
for
meaning
sure.
that they take.
Yeah,
Where
that's what I'm teaching my daughter to do right now. Because she's always trying to, well, they responded to my text message, so I have to respond. And I was like, no, you don't. Arms up. I was like, no, you don't. You don't need to respond. I said, this is making you like, you okay?
yeah, just
Wrong
inhaled some
too.
coffee.
I was like, this is making you upset. And I said, I think responding while you're upset is not good. So let's wait till you're not upset. And also, when you're not upset, you can think more clearly. So she did.
Mm.
And that's when she was able to. We had dinner and we talked through some other things. And then she came back and she goes, I remembered another thing.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, even, I hadn't eaten all day because I was like, if Javon is fasting, I'm going to fast.
Let's do it. Fatty coffee,
Because I'm
baby.
better than you.
Yes, that's right. I haven't eaten until 1 because I'm better than you.
And so I didn't eat all day, and I was at work all day.
How am I supposed to be better than you? You do the same thing.
I had dinner. And yeah, so I was driving home, and Jared, he doesn't cook dinner since we got married. And that's okay. I love cooking dinner.
And that's okay.
But I'm proud of him for wanting to try. And I said, hey, do you want to try to cook dinner? Because I'm working like a later job and I haven't done that in years. And he's like, yeah, let me try. And so I said, so this is how you do it, right? You put it in the pot, blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't listening to anything. And he's like, could you just text it to me? And I was like, well, I'm at work, so I can't really do that. But if I have a minute, I'll try. And I didn't have a minute. So I called him after and I was like,
let me chat GPT it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, he actually took the initiative to Google it.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I got the sheet pan out and yada yada. And I was like, no, the stove. We're gonna do it on the stove. Remember, I said we're gonna boil it. And he was like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, just take out the pan, put the fish in, put the sauce in, put the lid on, put it on 3. And I said it like 3 times. And I guess I was on speakerphone. And he's like, okay, so I got the pan and I put the oil on and I'm going to do salt and pepper. And I was like, no, just get I repeated it. And I said, Jared, stop asking questions, because he was asking questions. What do I do next? What do I do next? And I go, just stop. And I like slow down and get the biggest pan for the stove out. And I was going so slow. And then he had to slow down because he gets like so riled up. Anyway, my daughter was in the background and she goes, Mom, I'm so proud of you for being so patient with Dad.
Oh, that's good, cool.
Anyway.
They could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I hadn't eaten all day and I just like didn't have the energy to fight back.
Yeah. You're like, it's fine. Well, yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's you're just letting it go. It's
trying to, yeah.
It's a miracle.
Yeah. Yes.
Letting it go. Oh.
It is a miracle, and it worked. You are better.
Yeah. These 3 layers of value, right? You can get to your goal. I want it to have a more peaceful marriage, like personal development. I'm becoming more so that we can be happier, and then I get to see truth.
It was like
you're already innocent.
Yeah, I was. If I look at it in the way that I'm trying to look at it, it was me releasing that control, that fear of, if I don't say this fast enough, and if I don't get him to do this fast enough, then dinner's not going to be ready in time, and we're going to be late to our Bible study. Like all those things that used to go through my head, where I would get riled up.
Which is going to be another thing that I have to deal with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
so.
Why are you doing this to me again?
Yeah.
God.
So the slowing down allows me to process, like
that's beautiful.
To not even process fear, because fear isn't even entering, I think, at that point when I'm slowing down.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go on this. I had a thought yesterday, and it's a really good one. I don't remember. Moving on. Recognizing spirit. It's wonderful. Look for spirit. In fact, every day, it's a wonderful prayer, actually, to say, all right, Jesus, please help me to see spirit. Help me to see it. It says it in the Course another way of, you can see through spirit's eyes, or you can see through your eyes. You can create with spirit, or you can do your miscreation. Choice, anything you want. It's fine. One's not worse than the other. However, one will increase the separation, and one will release the boundaries. And so one feels better than the other.
Mm.
So Jesus, you and me today, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Help me. Verse 31. Oh, am I 31? Miracle?
Yes.
Yep. 31.
Yeah.
Miracles should inspire gratitude, not awe. You should thank God for what you really are. The children of God are holy, and miracle honors their holiness, which can be hidden but never lost. So, a lot of times, with you even see that with people that you think are smart, or especially with the guru, right? Like they are better than us, and the guru often will feed into that, and allow themselves to be surrounded by people only to fan them, and with palm fronds, and you have to pay money to be around them, or you have to go through whatever purification ritual or whatever difficulty to be around them. Or even if that's not the case, there is the language of I'm here and I've made this level and you are not. All that is part of the separation game. And so it's not about awe that is the proper response, and that includes Jesus. So this whole book is written by Jesus, the character, and Jesus is writing this to Sharon, I forget her name. Who's the channel? Anybody remember?
I don't have the author on my book for some reason.
She's in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Helen Shuckman and William Bedford.
So,
Helen. So the proper response for all of these teachers in our life is not awe. The proper response, even for Jesus, is not awe, but gratitude. Gratitude, because Jesus is our brother, saying, "Come with us. I am not different. I'm just I'm just further down the road in the same game."
mm-hmm.
And so he's there, so to speak, to be just a little bit ahead of you, close enough to grab his hand and say, "Come on." He can say, "Come on, come with me." And in this case, you can say, "I'm pulling your awareness off the screen and pull you back into the crowd with him." It's like, "Oh, look, you did it again. You think you're the character, but you're not the character. Forgot? Did you forget? You're not the character. You're not the personality. You are spirit. You can't lose anything. You can't be late for Bible study." Only your character can be late for Bible study.
Yeah.
You can't make more money at work. You can't lose more money at work. Only your character can lose more money at work. That, of course, is non-dual reality. But even if I were to say, well, just as a personality development, it helps me to detach so much, because if I need something really bad, it tenses everything up. It's kind of like a salesperson calling you and being like, "All I need is 5 more minutes to share with you the amazing properties of this new blender that is so wonderful. And for $9.99 today, you can get in and then pay the rest whenever you want. And if you don't even pay, it's like on and on and on and on." You're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, hang up. Never call me again. Take me off your list." Versus people that call that are casual, way better salespeople.
Yeah.
That they call at a casual, "Hey, this is a sales call." Have you ever had a cold call when someone says, "Hey, this is a sales call. This is a bad time"? You still get no's, but way less no's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're being like honest and real.
You're honest. You're real. It's upfront. You're not trying to trick people and get them like this intense.
Yeah. I think that's why I was so successful, because, for a long time, Jared was bringing in the money, so I wasn't dependent on my money coming in. So I didn't really care if people paid me or wanted to be my client. I was just like, oh, well, if you like
want
me,
this or not, it's good. You're going to be super happy if you do. If you don't, get to walking. Like,
Yeah.
I would really like that. Like, well, we'll think about it.
Yeah. I don't really care.
That's right. That's right.
And yeah, I wasn't pushy, and I think that they could see, like, I wasn't pushing products on them, buy these 5 products, they're all good for you. I might recommend one.
Yeah.
But I would also say, like, if you're going to try all 5 products at one time, you're not going to know which one's really working for you. So try one at a time, and I think they would trust me because of that.
People totally love that stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. So it just releases the scarcity in little increments. And
Yeah.
even if you learn to release the scarcity in little increments, it makes your personality more agreeable, and your personality um, develops, basically becomes more in control, more controlled, I would say. Instead of controlling your experience, you're using the personality to have the experience that you want. All the while, you're letting go of the identification with it, which is the bigger game. 32. I inspire all miracles, which are really intercessions. They intercede for your holiness and make your perceptions holy. By placing you beyond the physical laws, they raise you into the sphere of celestial order. Dang! In this order, you are perfect. Once again, the miracle is the seeing past the judgment. And if we can see past the judgment, it's just like praying, intercession. And praying, we confuse with a bunch of words that we're going to convince God to get what we want. Please, God, give me thick hair and chiseled abs while drinking fatty coffee and immediately having pancakes. Silliness, right? That's intentionally silly. It's silly. We do that all the time. Please, God. It's the same thing with saying, please, God, help them not to die. So that's maybe a more serious topic, but it's the same thing. I'm trying to control this thing because I think I know. But we don't know. We don't have the information to make a good decision. We don't know what's good and we don't know what's bad. And we've reversed the whole world. We think death is bad. But death is actually the thing that's going to be the most amazing thing that ever happened to us, because it's going to free us from this body, and our perceptions are going to be adjusted drastically. Still, I mean, crazy stuff can still happen to us depending on our commitments. Like, if we're committed to have the experience of hell, I think people are going to have that.
Oh, for sure.
But death can be the best thing, and I think for most of us, it is the best thing that ever happened to us. We have a backwards world. And so, placing you beyond the physical laws, right, just as the laws of the body, and raise you into the fierce celestial order. In this order, you are perfect, because once I relate to the part of me that's the observer, the watcher of the movie, I'm closer to the decision maker, the script writer. The script writer is not affected by the character's reactions. The scriptwriter has written out the character's reactions. And here, she will find out that dinner was not ready like she was promised, and they were late for Bible study. And then she will lose her shit. Written out. And then many years later, she will remember this time and realize that it didn't have to be the experience that she thought was necessary for that. It's like the character has this, like.
Yeah.
So are you
Character development.
Do you have to be the character, or you don't have to be? And then this is true even while you're losing it. Like, I've been plenty mad at dumb stuff, right? Like putting the kids to bed. It's been getting a lot better. It's because I'm a guru, obviously. So I'm like, all right, babe, I'm putting the kids to bed. I'm not going to get mad at them. I'm not going to get mad at them. I'm not going to get mad
Do you
at
put
them.
them to bed every night? You?
Every night, yeah.
Oh, really?
And so, and then I go up, and within 5 minutes, I'm like, stop it. Get over there. Get into bed. You put that down. Turn off that computer. This is not jokes. And I was like losing it 30 seconds later. And then while I'm doing it, even though I just gave myself a pep talk, walked upstairs, and I'm losing it. I'm watching myself. I'm like, is that necessary? is this really necessary? And in my mind, I'm like, it's just going. I can't stop it. It's like it's flowing. I can't go.
How would you do it otherwise? Like if I was in that situation, I think if I saw them on the computer, I would be like, I'm gonna close the computer.
Yeah, see,
then
exactly
pick them up and put them in bed. Okay. And if they get out of bed, okay, lights off.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I could have done that. That's a great example of what I could have done. It's all a possible
That's
outcome.
what you're gonna do tonight.
Yeah.
I make my kids put themselves to bed.
They do? All right. Well, if my kids, that would be way too long. It would take way too long for our
They'd be passed out on the floor.
So, but what I end up doing that is works much better because it's playful, right? So I want to do it. I want to have.
Found a way.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm good most of the time. I do still lose it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm playful with them. But I'm playful and kind of rough, and so I'm like, all right, you can do this, or you can get these. And so I get my fists up, I don't punch them, and then when they don't, I just start to punch them. I punch them hard too, but with the flat of my, so it actually doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But it's like boom, it's like oh, and it'll move their whole body, and they think it's hilarious. And so then I'm punching them, and they're kind of running from me, and it's the same exact thing. I'm making them do it, but now it's a playful experience, and it's fun for everybody.
Yeah.
So why can't I do that all the time? Why can't it be a fun thing? Well, that's a great question, Javon. What's your deal?
Well, maybe you don't have energy all the time.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting my psycho personality. I appreciate that.
Do you think the kids like that game now, and now they like to not go to bed because they like the game?
Oh, for sure. Well, that's a whole nother topic. Parenting, right? Every time kids love above all things their adults' attention.
Yeah.
And so if they get more of it when they're naughty, well, then they're getting rewarded by getting.
You're finding a way to enjoy it too.
Yes. So I'm developing, right? I'm developing the personality that to get what I want, which is that 30 minutes or so to sit on the couch at night with no kids.
Yeah.
It's a very short window because she'll go to bed right at 9.
I know. Yeah, because she wakes up super early.
Yeah, and so it ends up being difficult to get them to bed and no more interruptions because there's a big cycle after they go to bed too. And sitting there alone, chilling, watching a show or not watching a show, just kind of like together, to have the personal development to make that be a more pleasant experience, all the while recognizing that they're perfect, they're innocent, but then also that I'm perfect and innocent too, and these are just reaction that happens. It's like, have you ever seen those balls those steel balls that hang at the end of a little rope, and there's like maybe 8 of them, and you pull one ball off and you drop it, and the other ball on the far side, it goes tick 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 and then the balls in the middle absorb the energy and kick the one off the side. So it's like that. People are like that. A marriage is like that, right? This reaction hits this one. They're like, okay, I'm never going to do it again. This reaction hits it. Oh,
I did it again.
I did it again. Boom, boom, boom. And there's no analysis. It's all reaction. The tap on the knee that makes you kick when you go to the doctor to see that your reflexes are working properly. Well, if our whole world is just reflex, then what we're going to have is what we've always had. And so how do you stop the reflex? So that's another example of the miracle. Recognize spirit, not the stimulus, because the world, the relationships, everything's giving you stimulus. And if the first thing that happens is usually going to be what's always happened in your personality's stimulus reaction, Instead, I can say, how interesting. Where's spirit? What would love do? Uh, or exactly what you were doing, right? Like, I can't react to that right now. I'm not. You know what? I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really working just to let's see if I can lower my frustration levels right now. It's really interesting. I want to punch you in the face, and I don't know why. It's like I want to scratch your eyes out, and you're only 12 years old. Wow, what a fascinating experience.
I was going to say something. Oh, do you need to stop it and re-record it?
Oh yeah, let's do that. What, Sue?
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say it didn't. You didn't post yesterday.
Yeah, thank you for noticing. Oh my gosh, my fans.
Subscribers.
Yeah, I have not figured out how to get my phone. It just
30 minutes? How long were the other ones?
I had plenty that were over 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so I got to figure out what's wrong with my phone. I started deleting old messages. I thought maybe it was just I'm out of. So I don't know how to do it yet. I'll figure it out.
Chat GPT it.
Yes.
Are
How are we doing? 7 o'clock. How are we doing? You want to keep going, or are we good?
I could do one more if you want, or
one more verse. Let's see. You are the character. Okay. Verse 32, I inspire all miracles, which are really intercessions. Once again, the intercession is just the raising of your frequency. It's feeling the presence of God, of love, of peace. It's feeling forgiveness. It's feeling that higher resonance as you forgive. And the forgiveness is just seeing spirit, seeing innocence, and looking past the character's script. The naughty people are going to be naughty. That's what they are. They're the naughty people. How can you need some naughty people out in the world. So, wow, God bless you for incarnating as the naughtiest of naughty. What a great sacrifice you do for me. They intercede for your holiness and make your perceptions holy. By placing you beyond the physical laws, they raise you into the sphere of celestial order. In this order, you are perfect. Oh, we already read that. The decision maker. Miracles honor you because you are lovable. Oh, love that. Which is incredible, right? My temperament believes it's not worthy. It's not enough. There's not enough. And so all of us do all kinds of stuff because we don't think we're lovable. And it's usually the temperament's reaction to this darkness of either being right or serving others to get love, accomplishing things, being unique, and creating things that are beautiful.
That's the root. Most people don't think they're capable of being lovable.
Yeah, it's a root wound for sure. They need more information. They need to protect their loved ones. They need to create more opportunities and have better experiences. They need to control, or they need to mediate. Those are all the root temperament solutions to this basic core separation. I'm separated. I'm not lovable. I will never be connected again. What do I do about it? And so then we all blast into all of our own temperaments. Miracles dispel illusions about yourself and perceive the light in you. So you're seeing the spirit. You're looking past the character. Let's see. They thus atone for your errors by freeing you from your nightmares. And our nightmares, by the way, it's referring to my creation. This is my world that I've created. So my world of separation where people are against me is my nightmare. Mm-hmm. By releasing your mind from the imprisonment of your illusions, they restore your sanity. I can see the others innocent. How could you be innocent? Well, I can see like my kids being naughty. I can be like, well, they're an innocent kid. They're just figuring it out. They're just a kid. Well, what about an adult? Can I do that? I
Yeah.
could. I could, or I could even expand the story, right, and give it like a bigger, grander story of wow, they incarnated once again to be this thing for me so that I can forgive. Like,
Yeah.
just expand the story.
Yeah. That's good. For sure.
We good?
Yeah.
All right.
We are complete.